Hello, my precious. Right, good morning everyone. Today we are going to be doing the last installment of the Meet the Character series. It's definitely a last but not least. It's Coal and Nikita, the two black leopards. They are two of the oldest animals that I have in my care at the sanctuary, and two wonderful characters. So I think you're going to enjoy this one. Stick around and relax. Alright, so arriving at the sanctuary, and I have two leopards who almost know what's going to be going on today. Oh. Okay. Alright, so what I would do is just put a little bit of the sauce there and some of the pilchards there and some pilchards there. Okay, Coley. A few things that the black leopards, Coal and Nikita, really enjoy. The first is pilchards. I think most of you who follow me would know that. The leopard's absolute firm favorite is a tin of pilchards. No, Coley! Pilchards all over the lens, boy. You can see beautiful example of the rosettes. Look at that. Wow, what a perfect demonstration. The melanism. Melanistic leopards, also known as the black leopard or black panther. Look, even on the tail there, guys, this is a perfect demonstration in this light. This light's perfect. And you can see actually that they're not black. The rosettes are black, but the in-between areas is actually like a reddish dark brown. And then when you look at them in another light, like that, they look black to the eye. They are quite special animals when you see them. They are found in Africa. More recently, there were some camera trap pictures in Kenya taken of some wild black leopard there, which was quite a surprise because people didn't think they occurred there. There's been sightings of black leopards in the Lydenburg region in South Africa, and obviously there's also these very famous leopards in India that have been photographed quite a lot recently. So they, like their normal coloured cousins, have a very wide distribution. Leopards are very adaptable animals and can live in any region. Pilchards are finished. Look at that. They're going to lick up the scraps and then hopefully go outside, and then we can carry on talking about Coal and Nikita as characters. You'll see now he's probably going to give a hissy at the camera. No, he's not. Hey, boy. There he is. There's the talking. And so let's talk about Coal. Coal has always had a typical male temperament. Male leopards are really selfish. They're all about themselves. If Coal can get something from me, he's going to come and try and get it. When I come into this enclosure and I don't have food, then Coal will come for a quick scratch, and that's that. Then he will move away, like he's just done, into the shade of the tree, and then you try and approach him at your own peril. He wants to be left alone, and he's happy to be on his own. And that's very different to characters like Duke and Khan, who are very social for leopards. They're actually very unusual for 9-10-year-old leopards. He's not a dangerous cat. He's just not a cuddly cat. So he doesn't want Kevin to go and cuddle him and hug him and kiss him and all of that. That's going to result in Coal lashing out at Kevin. Not a good idea. But he's not out to get you either. So every time you come in here, he realizes that Kev is a positive influence in his life, and that's why I can come in, I can apply fly cream, I can put a tick lotion on his back, the micro droplets, this concentrate, tick concentrate, the pipettes, I can put that on him, no problem. I can feed him pilchards, I can even feed him pilchards out my hand, and that's all cool. But once the pilchards are over, or once the gig is over, or once the tickling on the chin is over, then Coal wants to be left alone. And so he will go into the shade. You see that look he gives the camera, and then he will busy clean up after he's eaten those pilchards. Happy cat. Hello, my precious. So very different interaction with Nikita as to Coal. Nikita is very touchy-feely, very tactile, and loves to lick. Nikita doesn't mind being touched. Nikita actually enjoys a good scratch, and yeah, I'll go and follow her, get her in the sun here. But she will always come up to you for affection, and it's not always about food, which is nice. It's nice to be liked for things other than just food. And when Nikita's had enough, just like a normal leopard, she'll get up and she'll walk away. And that's what I love about her. There's not a bad bone in little Nikita's body. He now is coming up because he thinks he's missing out on something. He's like, what's Kevin up to? I think Kevin's got something in his pocket. So I'm just gonna hang around and see if I can score here. So we're just following Nikita to one of her favorite spots in her camp. And this is one of the nicest camps we have here. The old couple has a very nice area. I always look at this area and think, yeah, if I was a leopard, I wouldn't mind living here. It's certainly a beautiful, beautiful spot. So, yeah, Kitty, same kind of call for her. Very, very nice personality, such a beautiful temperament. There's not much that I can tell you about Nikita that she doesn't like. So, let's go into the bushes here. Hello, my girl. Ow. It's a very nice area here, my girl. It's a very nice area. Look at that beautiful tail. Long tail like a colobus monkey. Eh? Coal thinks he's missing out on something. Hello, sweetheart. She's hissing at him, telling him back off. Buster. He's there marking his territory. Alright, so she's really settled down nicely, as is Coal. He's just looking at me with that old face of his, that old wise face, going, come on Kevin, I know you got another trick up your sleeve. These two have really calmed down to the point that I often use the analogy or the comparison between humans and animals, and it's so accurate in many respects. You know, when the animals are babies, they're very dependent on you and they want to spend time around you, and then when they are slightly older than babies. They're just before their teenage years. They're still very gregarious and very playful and very friendly. And then as they get into their teenage years and the hormones start to kick in, just like humans, they start to become all weird and quirky, and you start to think, oh my gosh, what's going on with Coal? Nikita's acting all strange. And then they go through that phase and they come out the other side. And if you give them time and enough patience, then you've got a lifetime of these animals that are just so balanced and well-rounded, and they're not hissing at everyone who's coming to try and clean their camp, or trying to clean their water, or just give them food. They're not overly aggressive, but they remain respectful, and that's a wonderful thing to see with these two, how they've evolved. But certainly now, at this age, they've totally calmed down. It's almost like, they spend their days reading a book on the rocking chair in the sun. That would be the human equivalent. I look at Coal and he kind of reminds me of a grumpy old man. They don't have a bad bone in their body, but they're grumpy as all hell. And you go, there's no reason for you to be grumpy, but you got to understand they have got some physical ailments perhaps, and they're not as agile and flexible as they used to be. So, little bones are creaking and hurting, and they're not as mobile. And so those are all the things that come to mind. But one thing you'll know about some old people, at least, is that they really love their treats. Hello, my darling. She's so playful. Yes, come. Let's see if I pull out the catnip treat. Let's see what Mr. Big over there does. Yeah, wait. I'm putting the catnip all over him. So he loves catnip. And again, it's all about Coal. See how she rubs in it. Oh my goodie. Ah, no claws. Talking about Nikita, the relationship that I have with her, 100% trust. And I don't say that, I don't say that freely about any animal. The trust is it's a word that I don't dish out or give out easily. So if an animal has my trust and I have that animal's trust, it's an amazing place to be. And Nikita, I can say I trust her 100%, and she does me. So much so that, Nikita I could take to the vet if there's something wrong with her. I could load her into a crate, typically that a leopard would not want to, or any cat would want to go into. I can get her into a small little crate, put her in my car and take her to the vet, and she doesn't stress out. She just lies there. She knows that this is nothing to be worried about. That's trust. Big Boy, on the other hand, it's not the same, and we need to just be conscious of where our relationship with each other is and stands. Hello, boy. Let's take a little walk through their wonderful area that they have. You can just see kind of enclosure that these guys live in. These are historical ruins. These date back many, many years to the end of the 1800s. Little kraals that are part of their enclosure, and lots of Nikita, you give me a heart attack. This area is a hectare, and now she comes running again. You can run for a granny, eh? Granny Kitty, come. 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 It's not hard to see why they really like this enclosure. It's their territory. And there he goes. Calm and peaceful. Alright guys, so that is it for the Meet the Characters series, I'm afraid. I hope you enjoyed watching the Meet the Characters series. It was great to get your input and your feedback. Certainly there are a few firm favorites out there. We will be exploring doing a follow-up series whereby we just delve a little bit deeper into some of the key characters. So we hope you'll enjoy that. Guys, yeah, thanks for subscribing to the channel. If you are coming to the Lion Whisperer TV channel for the first time and you want to see more of this kind of content, then please do subscribe. And thank you to all the members out there for your continual support. It really means the world to me. Keep up to date on all the other social media platforms, Instagram and Facebook. It's Lion Whisperer SA. And yeah, all that's left for me to say is until next time here on Lion Whisperer TV, bye.